Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Carr's Bears going up against Marcus Mariota's Buccaneers.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Check three. Down. 180.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
OP.
In your face.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Now Carr. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Marshall.
Check 99.
11 yards on the pickup, and the Bears are going to get a first.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing, but this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood, but give them credit. They got it to pay off.
36.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Tank Carradine in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Set!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Hurry up, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And hits this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On first down, Carr. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's
Now
right.
let's go. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down.
Yeah, baby.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Quads. Now let's go.
They'll look to throw.
Hey, we got tight left.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Too tight. Even. 4
Down.
Even.
180.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Carr now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
We got 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Tighten up.
Watch him now, Barney.
Undercrush.
Detroit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Left.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
How we do it?
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
3-19.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
Here we go. Leopard.
They're going to try and throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Too little, cupcake.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now let's go.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He sets to fire deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Hey.
Get down. 180.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Down.
Tight end's
280.
right. 4 down. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Take Carradine in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr, and he's going to go down again. Take Carradine in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Negative yards. Negative.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Check four.
Set. 319. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Single receiver.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Watch take three.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Tyreek Hill, he had the 2 fastest plays in the NFL last year. One on a kick return, one on a punt return, topping out at 23.24 miles per hour.
That's advanced analytics right there. Our guy Marvin, you know what he said? He's really fast.
Now the offense lining up first and 10.
Fields left.
Set. Green 39.
Push him back.
Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Carr now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
man, last.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Cloud.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we can.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. A swing pass caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And now it's second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
10th carry now for Elliott. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Complete to right.
That's what I do.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And now here is another interception. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Interception all day, baby. Let's
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Tight end left. Tight end left.
Here we go now.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
That's the way to finish.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3. We got 3.
Get down.
fellas. We got 3.
180.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Double tight, double tight.
Get down, get down. We're waiting.
On the counter, Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Down. 185.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Get set. We're waiting.
Three down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Single on the slot.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Right. We got right.
Here we go now. Over.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
All right, here.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as... And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Single. Watch 13. 13. Check 13. Hey, here we go.
Now Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
You're trash.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marcus Mariota taking it in from 7 yards away. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
Touchdown. Choo-choo.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves. And my goodness, another interception. Picked picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll set up a throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Looking to throw. Nice footwork at the 25. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. 1st and 15 here behind the chains.
Hey, we got tight left.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down following the incompletion.
Watch run.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Double dog, that's the way.
Set. Blue 90.
Mike, 53.
Blue 90.
53. Mike. Yeah.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
3 down. Hey, fellas,
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down?
39.
Watch 14.
39.
Danny.
They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Monte Nicholson, the rookie out of Michigan State. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Mike 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's right. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Carr. It's hauled in by Hardy. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Get down. 180.
I'm coming. Safe. Switch.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Monday, down. 180.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Get set. 180.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught at the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they took an interception and fit...
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. He's at the 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home, all right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Left coming.
Set.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Check, Patriot. Green, 39.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Check, tight right. Solo out there.
Back to throw here.
Hey, guys, check me out.
And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for two. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. Now back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.